Welcome to Happily Ever Afters, where love doesn't stop at romance. Join us as we share the tales of everyday magic and celebrate life's sweetest moments. Hear inspiring accounts of love, intimacy, and pure joy as we uncover the secrets behind true devotion and partnerships that really work. Brace yourself for a full-on heart melting. Here's your host, Carlos Clemente.
Hey! Hi, everybody! Welcome to the show. Welcome to Happily Ever Afters. We got something different today, all right? We have a wonderful couple, and I don't know, it's hard to kind of, best way to describe it is probably let them do it, but before we do anything else, we have a co-host, and it's the wonderful, longtime TV personality, Dorothy Lucy.
Hey!
Welcome.
Woo! I think longtime TV personality, 30 years in New York and LA. And I got involved in your show because your producer, who I used to work with, asked me to do this around the day of my 30th wedding anniversary. So I thought, I don't know, we are ever after. I'll work on the happily, but we are most certainly ever after.
Okay.
You made it 30 years.
We're just
30 years.
All right, we're going to dive into this. All right, our guests are Rachel Steinman and Rachel Winter, better known as R&R. They have a unique story. Different from most love stories, this is about friendship. All right? Rachel.
Which one?
Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get it right. Rachel Steinman is the host of her own podcast called Dear Family. Okay? And then the other Rachel Winter, she's been nominated for an Academy Award.
Damn.
All right. I held one time. That was kind of
there was one at my
I didn't win, so I didn't hold one.
I held one at my baby shower because someone I was vaguely related to had won one like the day before, and we made him bring it.
That's pretty cool.
All right. But she's a producer, director, and she, the Dallas Club, I got the notes here.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Right. Now, that was a movie.
That was a movie.
Yes.
That was a damn fine movie.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
So I remember seeing the headline, but I never got to see it. But these two ladies have an everlasting friendship. And that's what this is about, an everlasting friendship. They have written a book called Stay Golden Girls. Friendship is the New Marriage. I wish I had known that before now. Okay.
And you guys met in college. My best friend is still my college roommate.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
All right. Okay, Rachel and Rachel, you met in Santa Barbara. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
You want to tell?
Sure, yeah. We met when we were 18 years old, and we went to UC Santa Barbara, and we instantly connected, but it wasn't like an immediate best friendship. I would say over the last 3 decades, we've gotten closer and closer, and it wasn't until the pandemic that we realized the importance of our friendship. Yes, we were there to support each other through careers and marriages. And for Rach, she's on her second marriage. So through the ups and downs of that and just regular ups and downs of marriage, kids, the loss of my dad last year. And we just have gotten closer and closer and closer as time has gone on. And we have we're so lucky we have a big group of girlfriends that we share, and we have our own sets of friends. But
did you guys meet cute in college? Were you roommates, or what happened?
No, actually, we met when we were 18. We were actually rushing sororities. I ended up not pledging because it just was not for me. But we instantly connected at 18. We
had mutual friends.
Yeah, we had mutual friends.
I have to ask Rachel W. I heard a little something about an internship you had in college. I don't know if you guys knew each other at that point, but
I love that you did your homework.
Oh boy. Yes, Rachel knew me through my softcore porn internship and stayed friends with me anyway.
But you might want to explain what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to explain that just for a moment.
Judgment. I was, interested in getting into the film business, and I got an internship through the school, and the guy's like, I just need the name and number of the producer. So I was like, okay, great. I called my mom. Do we know anyone in the movie business? She said, we know so-and-so, but he does porn. I was like, I don't care. Give me his number. So next thing I know, this was my foray into the film business. Obviously working behind the camera, reading scripts. There are scripts actually for that stuff. And it was a great first couple of jobs.
God, thanks, Mom.
I know, right? She's the coolest.
You talk about marriages, children, and whatever. As a guy, I have to ask this question. What do your husbands think of your relationship?
It's a great question.
And a better and a great answer, actually. So our husbands are actually friends because of us. They met through us. And they really, really, for one thing, they really like each other. I think Rachel's husband, Todd, likes me, and I know my husband, Terry, really adores Rachel. They're very supportive of this, and they have a great sense of humor. So we at one point found ourselves at the bank opening up a checking account together. Because
You
of our
two?
book.
Yeah,
the two of us together. So we needed to open a business account. So we were like, okay, this is pretty funny. This is pretty legit. Friendship is the new marriage. Opening up a bank account together. And then I think it was a few days later, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but we actually gave each other these Irish Claddagh rings, which is a friendship ring.
Oh.
And so I think it was Todd at Friendsgiving, they do every year with their friends. They went around and said, what are you guys thankful for? And Todd, Rachel's a hilarious husband, stood up and said, I'm thankful that my wife just opened a bank account and gave a ring to her best friend, and I'm not jealous.
You sure they're not jealous?
I think we're legitimately cool with it, but we are pushing the limits, that's for sure.
And
I think part of the reason that they're not jealous is fortunately they have their own friendships outside and they understand how we support each other. And what's been really kind of fun for us is hearing a male perspective or a man's perspective about our book, is that often men have said that their wives' friends have saved their marriage. So, we can come in and offer support where they can't, we've heard great things from other men as well.
in case you guys are worried, it's actually really pretty lighting. It looks like a kaleidoscope.
Okay. It's really bright all of a sudden.
I know.
And Rachel S., you have your own podcast.
I do. So I started off teaching. I've taught kindergarten through 6th grade. And I was never planning on becoming a mental health advocate. But when I was 40 years old, I found my grandfather's incomplete manuscript. He died by suicide when I was just 16. And it led me on this path of understanding my family's generations of mental health issues. And so I started writing and podcasting and blogging. And Dear Family is a podcast with inspirational people who have overcome mental health obstacles. And because every family has some form of mental health issue, and I wanted to rid all the shame and the secrecy and the stigma and replace it with understanding and compassion and love. And it's helped me understand my mom when I was ready to kick my mom out of my life. So it's called Dear Family because I could walk up to any family or anyone on the street and guaranteed there's someone in their family that's dealing with some form of mental health condition that could use some help and some love.
And can I just brag really quickly about Rachel? The first thing she wrote before we ever started working on this book, she wrote this incredible memoir called Inherited, and it is mind-blowingly amazing. So that was really the first part of
You're
your.
so kind. It has not been. I haven't published it yet, but yes,
It's amazing.
It spans 5 generations. I never thought I could write, and I sat my butt down in the chair and just finished my grandfather's story and started writing my own story. And for those of you who write it, you understand how cathartic it is, and it really became my therapy and saved me.
How was writing together? Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
How was writing together? I mean, did you have to go back like through every drunken moment in college and?
Well, we were drunk when we wrote this book, so we decided to stay in that.
Yeah,
No,
it wasn't an issue.
We had such a good time. We were kind of laughing like, you know what, that would maybe be the thing that would piss off our husbands most, because we had way too much fun while we were working.
Right.
But we really had a great time. I think we had a really good system. One person would go off and start a chapter, and then the other one, we'd take turns kind of building on what the other one had done. And the work sessions together were usually actually really productive.
Just going back to where you were talking about mental illness and stuff, and I'm saying nobody's mentally ill here. How did that help your relationship?
It's a really great question. Actually, a question that no one's asked us. So I love that question. I would say that one of the things that I realized by coming out and sharing my own story was that it allowed other people to share their stories with me. And it's that idea of being vulnerable. It allows other people to be vulnerable back. And it reminds Rachel and I both that, asking for help is really actually very brave, and it's not weak, and it makes your best friend feel like they can come to you when they need help. And they want to, as women, we often are always wanting to help someone.
And sometimes it's harder to receive help.
Right.
And I think that all the advocacy that Rachel's done has done a couple things, especially when people have asked us these kinds of really good questions. How do I get closer to a friend? How do I do a better job of keeping my friendships close? And one of the answers does have to do with what Rachel was talking about. Asking people for help brings two people closer. And those are things that I'm not sure we would have known without a lot of the work that you had been doing. The other thing is we've also incorporated, we wanted to keep our book fun, joyful, light. We feel like the world's a little bit of a dark place right now. And so the good thing is this book has really helped us understand sometimes you cannot therapize your friends. Sometimes they don't want that. And listening and remembering, like, part of mental health is also helping someone just like smile, laugh, get through the tough times. You don't always have to help at all.
Yeah. And I would also say raising kids, I have a young adult, and then we have 3 teenagers
between the two of us.
I'm sorry.
Yes, exactly.
And so, understanding kind of the developmental changes and having a friend to turn to when things are rough, and all of those things that's what a really close friendship is great for.
But sometimes in a friendship, I mean, and you guys are so loving and supportive of each other, but sometimes there can be jealousy, there can be awkwardness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We're really lucky. It doesn't happen, I think, between us. The other thing is we accidentally or on purpose picked such good partners for this project. And of course, like life partners, which is the point of your podcast, that life partners come in all shapes and sizes. But we have such different strengths and such different non-strengths. And so we literally, like, when one is down, the other one's like, fuck that. Let me help you, pick you back up. And because we're very different people. But we work really well together.
But what I will say back to your question is, we have a group of friends.
Are you saying I didn't answer the question?
No. I was just saying that we have friends that might be jealous.
Yes.
And we can feel jealous about not being included in certain things.
Well, you didn't get taken to the Oscars. I mean, you were not the date, unfortunately.
I did not. I
had to take my husband.
Although he was nominated that year too.
It was a very wacky time.
Yeah, Yeah, they both were nominated.
That
So
was
go
crazy.
figure. So yeah, you could have taken two other people.
Yeah,
probably.
I guess so. Oh, yeah, we did. My parents.
Oh, there
yeah,
you go.
sorry.
About the book.
Yes.
Tell me what.
Do you mean this book?
Yeah, that book right there. All right. We know the inspiration. How do you continue that inspiration and pass it on?
This is like the best interview ever.
Great questions.
You know, it's become really easy because the book has resonated with so many people. And we are realizing that we're kind of building a bit of a brand, a friendship brand based on friendship, connection, and community. And this idea that, and we've learned so much about this, not just through Rachel's mental health advocacy, but also simply post-pandemic, loneliness is an epidemic, and the antidote to loneliness is friendship. And so we have just been having a million conversations. This is very much in the world. This is very much in the zeitgeist. People, need help fighting loneliness. But again, also just good reminders, like be a good friend, reach out, make new friends. There's a lot of space in the world. You can hold a lot of people in your heart at the same time.
I just read something about women, particularly when women get older. There's a loneliness epidemic. And it surprises me because I have really close friends. You guys obviously have such a bond, but I guess people don't.
It's so heartbreaking as well.
Yeah.
And I do want to say one thing that was part of the inspiration for writing this book was when we realized we were looking around and kind of what you just said, realizing that women haven't always known to prioritize their female friendships. We were socialized, find a mate, have babies, to go forward. And then now, okay, great. And when the kids leave the nest, then you're going to go back to your friends. And I think women luckily are learning earlier that it does not have to be like that, that we can orbit. We don't have to just orbit around our significant other and our children. We can make space earlier in life for female friends. I mean, look, we're talking about non-romantic friend
Platonic romance.
Platonic romance, exactly. So you hit the nail on the head with that observation.
All right, so this is Happily Ever Afters. In a 10 or 15 second little blurb, what is Happily Ever Afters for you two?
Wait, the one that we share with our husbands or the one that we...
No, actually the ones you share with yourselves.
I honestly think it's us being little old ladies together and continuing to just like sit side by side, laughing our asses off, reminiscing, still just like doing the things that we enjoy. Just like, you see like a cute older couple. I see us just like cute little old ladies still going out on the dance floor or whatever, what have you.
Embarrassing your kids.
All right.
Right.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
We're running out of time, but tell us how to stay in touch with you. What platforms are you using? How can we find out about your book, etc.?
Thank you so much. Well, you can buy our book, Stay Golden Girls, Friendship is the New Marriage. We're on Amazon, on Etsy. You can go to our website at Stay Forever Gold. And
Sorry.
Okay, let's repeat that part again.
I did. I don't know.
no, you have to do it from here.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. How
She's
can we
not good at
find out about it?
technology. We're using her computer. Sorry.
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, so you can find our book on Amazon and on Etsy, Stay Golden Girls, Friendship is the New Marriage. You can also check us out at our website, stayforevergold.com. And we're on Instagram at stayforevergold with the number 4. And we'd love to hear from you. Keep in touch with us.
Yeah, we love hearing everybody's stories about friendship and love. And this is so great. The podcast is amazing. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for your time. We love you already.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'd love to happily ever afters. I want to meet your husbands and talk to them.
You want to go drinking
All right?
with them.
Yeah. I want to see what they have to say. Maybe we'll do that sometime.
That would be fun.
All right.
Where's their book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, we
All right.
we have an anecdote, but no time.
All right. Thank you
Okay,
very
bye.
much.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Next time.
This show isn't only about your stories, it's also about mine. I hope to learn from these captivating tales of love to enhance my own role as a partner, heartwarming stories, or inspiration to enrich your own relationship. Life is all about